Okay. Ugh, okay. Hello. This is working. Yay. Logan. Okay. Okie dokie. I think stream is all working. Hopefully there's nobody in chat yet, but oh, red. Okay. But for those of you on the YouTube, all you really missed, because again, I had to cut it out because it wasn't working, the audio. Actually, give me just a second. I'm gonna test to make sure my Twitch audio is working. Yes, it is. Okay. Okay, but that's good. So for those in the YouTube, all you really missed was some terraforming because, yeah. How do I do the voice chats? Okay. Yeah, because the audio was weird. Hello.
Hello.
There we go. Sorry, as I was joining the group, I was just giving a little, because I'm gonna put this on my YouTube, it's just a recap for those on my YouTube of what they missed, because I had to remove half the video.
No worries.
But yeah. Yeah, because the audio did not pick up for that last half, so I checked it though this time. We figured out the audio stuff, so all is hopefully well. Hello, Red.
Hello.
How was your trip?
It was good.
That's good. At some point, unless you guys want to listen in on this, I have some movie rants for my chatters.
Yeah, I thought I was gonna rant to you about, the whole My Adventures with Superman.
We can do that too, but like I watched Masters of the Universe and Disclosure Day. I've watched both of those since my last stream, and I'm gonna switch
Oh
that
dear.
around. And both were such good movies.
Oh, that was a bad idea. Oh.
I thought you were just in creative, like you were
I
just like, alright.
I set my waypoint up too high, okay? I set the waypoint too high and teleported to it and just fell.
Wait, how do you open your waypoints again?
I press U.
That is actually so nice. I did not know that's how it works. Now I need to set waypoints at people's bases.
Logan, are you the one person in my chat right now? I mean, I figure you're pretty on top of that stuff. No, you're not. Okay, then hi to whoever's in my chat. Because I'm looking at.
I'm gonna run over there real quick.
Over where? My chat.
Where do you think?
My chat.
Your chat.
Look. It's just because. Oh, I can read from here. I'm on my phone, and so I can't see who it is that's in. So when you guys join, if you just want to pop in and say hi, that'd be greatly appreciated.
Hold on, I have to figure out how to get back into the moderator.
How do I?
There we go. There we go.
I cannot. Okay, now Logan's here. Hello. And Logan is collection of what, Logan?
Oh god. Oh god, don't
Logan! Again?
As long as this has nothing to do.
Logan, how much is that? Logan.
He's been collecting.
I can tell. Oh dear. Why would you? Who did that? Who gave you access?
Lucky, probably. Or
Alright.
cheese.
We got 5 viewers. Hello to everyone in chat. Cheese is feeding you? Of course they are. Ugh, no, but apologies to my chatters and my YouTube people, about the non-existence. I finally got a job, and the hours make it really hard to stream because it my shift ends at midnight for our British folk. And so it's either I am here alone or I just wait till a day off to stream. So, but yeah, but I mean, I'm not complaining because I love my job. So,
The perks are nice. The
it's
perks
well,
are
it's
nice
more
at your
than
job.
it's more than just the perks. Like the people are good, the atmosphere is really good. And I mean, personally, I feel really connected to my grandpa when I'm. Oh, that's a baby zombie with a golden helmet. I feel really
Baby
connected. Oh
zombie.
dear goodness, it's chasing me. Why are these
Do you need
fast?
help?
No, I think I should be fine. No, wait. Shoot, give me a second. Oh, that is. Oh, oh, hello, you spooked me. Go into the hole. Okay, okay, all is well. All is well.
It's still after you.
Oh goodness, why? Why did that not fall? Why can ah? Oh, great. Okay, okay. Now that
You good?
that's done, now that that's done. Anyways, I feel really connected with my grandpa when I'm at work. 'Cause
Mm.
so, for some context for people unaware, and Red, I don't even think I've really talked to you about this. Um, so my grandpa died a few years ago, and I never really got the chance to have a relationship with him because extended members of my family are very bitter people in life. And so I was basically told my entire life that my grandpa did not care about us, you know. And then come to find out, he cared the most, and that also he was
Hmm.
the grandparent that I probably would have had the best relationship with because my grandpa was such a nerd. The man had like thousands of movies in his collection, and he was like he loved comics too. And so I'm like, I could have, like, this would have been like the
I'm
best.
going to sleep. Please hold. I have phantoms running after
Oh,
me. Let me
dear.
sleep.
But yeah, so I'm like, he was the grandparent out of all of my grandparents I probably would have had the best relationship with, but I got robbed of that. And
Hmm.
so working at this movie theater, first of all, I've realized like this
Damn
would have
it.
been the perfect job for my grandpa. Like he would have loved to have worked in a theater because again, he was a nerd, he loved movies, and then also he and I would have gone to the movies all the time together if we had had that chance. Um, but I don't know, I just especially with it being summer and a lot of hero movies coming out, I'm like I feel really connected with him whenever I'm at work. I also feel like cuz so for context, I believe that like sometimes the spirits those like of those who died kind of just like keep an eye on us. And so with the timing of like when I got the job, I'm like there's no way this man did not have a hand in me getting this job. And so yeah, the job is a very special place in my heart for that.
That's sweet.
Yeah. Honestly, the day I went to the movies, I was surprised they let you off, but then I realized you don't work behind the place where they needed people.
Yeah, so I work mainly usher, which means I'm the one cleaning the theaters.
Ooh.
Oh,
Uh,
they definitely needed you guys then. I don't know why they let you go home early.
mm. But so Usher's not actually the worst job for the most part. Thankfully, I mean, I haven't had to deal with any nasty spills. It's mainly just sweeping up popcorn and cleaning up seats and whatnot. Um, but I sometimes work door. That's where I was working yesterday. Well, so I actually started out in Usher yesterday, but then later they come up to me and they're like, "Hey, once this SMF is done, we're gonna put you on door." And I'm like, "Okay, whatever, right?" Like I like door. Um, and so for context for those who don't know, because I told the Discord this yesterday, I got flirted with at work yesterday. And
That made
I
me uncomfortable.
I was also not doing too hot. Like I was feeling a little nauseous, lightheaded. I'd thrown up that morning too.
Yeah, no, yesterday was a day for a lot of our friends. Let's just go with that.
Yeah, well the thing is I don't often like throw up. I think it was a gag reflex thing. I think my gag reflex was triggered because I'm like, yeah, it wasn't bad. It was just like, oh, okay. Um, but yeah, so I threw up too, but I felt well enough to go to work, right? I'm like, I'll keep an eye on myself. If I don't feel well, I'll tell them and they'll send me home. But anyways, so I'm at door and I'm just again
Night.
not
Love you.
not feeling 100%, but I'm like so that's why I'm like I was conserving my energy basically because I'm like I need to keep energy for my for the customers, well for the guests, so I can like greet them and whatnot when they come in and all that stuff. So I'm doing that, and we're at a little lull, and there's this like guy waiting for his big bag of popcorn, and he comes up to me, and he had a business card too. It was so horrible.
How old was this guy?
I don't know, but oh dear, I fell. I got hit. I'm trying to tell a story here, zombie. Back off. Okay, now that I'm no longer dying, clearly old enough to feel the need to ask me how old I am to make sure I'm an
That's
adult.
ew. Ew.
But yeah, but
Ew.
he's like I just thought you were really pretty and I wanted to tell you that and like give you my number before I left cuz I'd kick myself if I didn't and I'm like
So
smile
for
and
all
wave.
those who are
Smile and
watching,
wave, boys.
uh, our dear friend Blue does not care.
Yeah, so I think I might have said it before. So I'm Arrow Ace. And so like yeah, that kind of thing I'm like yeah. Um oh, but that
Race is
was
a wonderful spectrum.
yeah, but well specifically I am on like what sorry, I'm trying to remember what words said. Okay, so on that spectrum, I am on like the extreme end of things, I would say, where I'm the sex repulsed and like I for the most part I cannot see myself in any kind of romantic. Like I'm on the extreme side, right? And so that was like so normally again, I'm also really oblivious to flirting until they're very obvious like that. So that was fun. I was like, okay. And yeah, and then they sent me home early, which normally I would have asked to stay a little longer, but seeing as I wasn't feeling well, I wasn't complaining. But yeah, so that was fun.
Why did you go in if you were sick?
I wasn't sick. I feel 100% today. I it's more of a I'm like my body I was like okay, I'm well enough to do work. I just won't be able to give like as much energy as I normally do. Like I wasn't talking in the few theaters we cleaned because I was more focused on cleaning up the piles of popcorn. Normally I'm a very big chatterbox at work. But yeah, so I was like, I was more of I didn't have enough energy to be everything I normally am at work, but I had enough energy to do my work. But yeah, I mean, feel better now.
Good.
Yippee!
But it's also
That's
my day
good.
off, so it doesn't matter. I have today and tomorrow off, so I might stream tomorrow. We'll see.
Yay! I don't think I'm doing anything till like the 9th.
Yeah. Oh, and
So, I also have fun stories
oh, you
Oh
got fun
god, what
stories? Oh yeah,
happened?
you gonna do your
from my
coming home story?
Oh, we're not gonna jump there just
Oh,
yet.
there's more?
Just yet. So before
What?
that, I was in. I can say the location because I'm not there no more. I'm back home. But anyway, vacation. Went to Newport. Now, British folks don't know where I'm talking about. Anyway,
Isn't
this is
I was about to say
California.
where?
Oh!
It's California.
I was gonna say, like, why are there. I need to light up that cave. Logan! Logan! Logan.
What's wrong over there?
Oh no, I was just gonna ask
Uh,
Logan if he'd want to go and light up the cave so zombies stop coming after me while I'm trying to terraform.
Alright, anyway, I'm gonna continue with my little
Do
story.
you need torches,
So,
Logan?
basically, we're in Newport Beach. It's a really cool area, but
There's also some coal in the chest.
my brother really wanted to go here because so many of his friends were going to be here. Basically, as soon as it gets dark on the 4th, I heard sirens outside.
Oh god.
Like police sirens. And this wasn't just one police siren, this was a lot of police sirens.
Oh no.
So what happened was kids ages 15 to 25 were out basically enjoying 4th of July. Doing very illegal crap. I wish I could say that it was fun, and my brother almost got blown up, basically.
I'm sorry.
So they were throwing mortars around.
Mortars?
Basically, these
What?
fireworks that you would light the end. It was like a stick of dynamite, basically.
Yeah, because like if you. Oh my goodness.
So
How is your
that's
brother
okay.
not died yet? How is he not
there
died
were
yet?
So in the morning after this whole thing, because I don't want to go into the whole thing besides my parents dragging me to go watch fireworks, as I was scared for my life. We're gonna just ignore that. But basically what happened is the next day, they announced how many people got arrested, and it was over 100 people got arrested.
Sorry, you said over 100 and my brain was just thinking about the weather today. For context, it's 111 degrees out.
What?
We love it here. Anyway, so that happened.
One sec. Reminder to hydrate, chat.
Over 100 people got arrested. There were 2 stabbings, I think.
Of course there were.
And a ton of other injuries that they did not report on. But I had a great time. I got to go to this cool bar and stuff. Didn't drink. Not the correct age.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I know some of our friends got into drinking once they went to college. But...
We're not gonna talk about my brother.
Oh, I can... Oh, yeah, didn't I go with you to pick him up from a party? Yeah, I remember that. That was a fun day.
Yeah. So, pretty much, you had all of this happening. Then we're driving home because, hey, vacation's over, we're coming home, this was yesterday. Basically, we're like almost back to my house, like 2 hours away, when we get a flat tire. I wish I was joking, but we were in the middle of nowhere with a flat tire. Not fun.
Oh my god. Are Americans okay?
It was 100 degrees out, by the way. We had to turn off the AC of the car. We had to find out where the spare was. We didn't get towed, if you're asking. We got really lucky, and the fire department for that district happened to see us on the side of the road and helped out. So again, thank you, fire department. And another thing is, if we got our tire popped 7 miles more, that they wouldn't have come and helped us because that's not their area.
Oh my god.
Dang.
So anyway, we got the spare on, drove like 12 miles down to a repair shop to get the tire plugged, and then drove the rest home. And then, to add on, this morning, my car had to go into the shop because my stupid, whatever it is, the thing that you bring down, I forgot what it's called.
Explain it more? Describe it more?
The shade things.
Like for the windows?
No, not the window. It's the shade thing that you like put down to block the sun.
The sun visor.
Yes.
I was like the shade things. I was thinking of the like
My
the big
sun
ones
visor
that we put
broke,
up.
so my car is in the shop. It's being picked up by my dad and my brother. Thank both of them for that. But yeah, then I find out because I decide to send text to my friends saying, "Hey, how's your guys' day going? My car broke we got a flat tire on the road home," and oh, this is when I get the text from Blue saying, "Hey, I basically almost threw up."
It wasn't
Then
basically. I
I
did.
get
It was
then I
actually
get a text from my other friend
funnily
who
enough.
basically says, "Hey, I also almost just threw up
It also,
today."
I mean, it could have been the heat. Maybe it was 109 yesterday.
I was gonna say, it's probably from the heat, because, like,
I'm lucky.
it's
But
getting
Yeah.
hot.
at
It's
But
least,
getting
then
very
my
hot.
other friend
at least with
my other
mine.
friend
Oh,
finally replied to me today.
was it Vox? Was
And
it Vox or a different friend?
No, different friend.
Oh my goodness.
Other close friend of mine who I've been friends with for basically my entire life.
Prince Eric?
It's not. Yes.
Okay.
Why is that still his contact?
I'm trying to change it, but I don't have any nicknames yet.
Greninja or Roly
I
Poly is his gamer tag. Like,
but Prince Eric, that's been his nickname in my phone since 6th grade. Since we
Prince
were
Eric's
12.
a good one.
Since we were 12.
look, the elementary school music thing that we were forced to do is not. But yes,
It's
anyway, it turns out the entire day yesterday he was stuttering. He's over in Ireland, by the way.
Oh yeah. Oh, by the way, I got off on the 13th. I need to tell him that.
Basically, he was studying all night for his comp sci exam. He didn't do great on it, but yeah, so I find out all my friends either were sick or dying from school.
Okay, look, I'm not sick. Also, little bit about when I threw up. Really funnily enough, it was while I was like brushing my teeth.
If
This
you
is
keep
reminding
talking about
me of
being
my
sick, I'm going to
roommate.
be sick.
Okay, I'll be done.
Oh, dude, my roommate always got
I'm
like
like, we don't
sick.
even talk about your roommate. How many times did you have to like call 911 for them?
Okay, only once, but she
It
had
felt like
over.
more.
Okay, look, I myself only had to call once. That was because it was over 10 minutes, and turned out she kept seizing for over like 4 hours, I think.
I'm
Holy.
sorry, you didn't call sooner.
Well,
She was out for 10 minutes, and that's when 10 minutes, and that's when we're supposed to call.
Yeah.
If she's like unconscious for like 10 minutes.
Yeah, that's
Which
about
she
what it is
was,
for
so we called.
seizures.
Anyway, my roommate, I think there was one time where she was having a seizure like every 3 days.
Eesh. Yeah, are you rooming with her
I'm
again?
still a roommate. Yeah, I'm rooming with her. Her and 2 other people, so I'm not alone.
Fun. Ugh.
Are you guys
Honestly,
sure you're not in a sitcom or something? Like, actually,
I
what the
wish.
hell?
I wish.
What do you mean?
I wish a
What
sitcom would be
would
nicer.
ever want us? Like,
A
no.
sitcom would be nicer to us.
I just destroyed all my wheat. No.
Red, do you need some of mine?
No, it's not like that. It's more that the seeds were still growing and then I just ruined them.
I have bone meal. I have like a ton of bone meal.
Oh, but also, real quick, for anybody interested in seeing the Odyssey, little facts. This is like a known fact, so it's not like ooh, I'm spilling secrets. Apparently it's not gonna be very, like, magical somehow. Me and my dad got into this whole thing because apparently it's supposed to be more of the homecoming, and I'm like, it's rated R, so it's definitely gonna have a lot of his adventures still because, like, it's gory. I have opinions. I have opinions about the cast. I have strong opinions.
I'm gonna say this. I have two Greek nerd friends who take Greek as a subject in university, and they're going to watch it just to make fun of it.
Okay, are
Hey,
you
hey,
seriously wanting
look,
my strong opinions?
Look, we also do that with Epic the Musical. It's
Yes.
chill.
Epic the Musical, okay, you guys ready for my actor opinions? They're good actors, but I'm getting sick of so many big names in one thing. I want small actors again.
Yeah.
I need diversity. I need diversity. Hello, Lucky. Yes. Oh, Lucky, Logan, Lucky's telling you to go answer your Discord. But I'm like, I need small actors
Okay.
again because I'm like, there's just too many big names. And also, Robert Pattinson is just not what I would want for Antonius. Like, I'm sorry. That man does not. No.
Okay, that
No.
one I was also questioning. That is the one casting
Also,
I would be like,
oh,
I'm sorry.
can I also say can we please, like, I love Zendaya and Tom Holland. They are so cute together. Can we please treat them as separate beings though? They do not have to be in the same projects
Yeah,
all
same
the
movie every time.
time.
Yeah, no, they're both good actors. They do their own stuff. Why? They don't always have to be together. But speaking of which, I already got tickets for Spider-Man Brand New Day.
Oh, fun. I am gonna wait on that one because also
Understandable.
because my free tickets,
It's
it's that
it's it's
opening
with
week's gonna be so
me.
chaotic.
It's with me, Monkey, and
Who is
Monkey or Llama, depending on
who are they?
Monkey or Llama.
Text me.
I don't know what you have his contact as, honestly.
That's why
It's
I'm
my
telling you
other
to
friend.
text me.
It's
You say
it's the 6 foot one. It's the 6 foot one. The
oh
tall one. The
shoot.
nerd.
What is his give me a second, you guys. I can't recall his contact name. I think I changed it.
It's him and Prince Eric. Our families are planning to all go together to watch it.
Oh, okay. I actually removed his nickname, but we can just call him either. Okay, you'll need more context, Crush, or we can call him
Oh
iPad Kid.
shit, no. No.
For the record,
Why are you like this?
because there was a while when we didn't like really interact, so I didn't have time to get them new nicknames. Like we were friends, but we weren't like close enough for inside jokes. But we could call Monkey is the tall one, or is
Hold on. I'm gonna find out what day I'm going to watch
because he
it
could be
exactly.
iPad Kid. Because remember when we attempted. Wait, we could call him Arnold. We could call
We
him
could just
Arnold.
call him Arnold.
We could just. That's his D&D character is Arnold. For context, you guys,
We're just gonna call him Arnold, aren't we?
well, because then we both know who we're talking about.
Fair. Hold
That's
on, I'm gonna go
so
AFK
very
real
fair,
quick
Lucky. But yeah.
to
Oh,
basically figure out which day I'm going, because I don't think we're going on release.
I couldn't even join you on that day. I don't think we're allowed to get tickets for opening nights.
That's fair.
That sounds
But
about
yeah,
right.
But hello to all
I
my
think it's
chatters.
sometime in August.
Why did?
Honestly,
Okay, that doesn't mean much
I
because
need.
it literally comes out the 31st.
True.
Oh, anyways, I also for my lovely chat, I am also if you guys are wanting to listen in, my people, I'm gonna talk about Disclosure Day and Masters of the Universe.
I don't want to talk about it. Well, okay, I haven't. I heard that Masters of the Universe was pretty good at like keeping faith to the original series.
I will say I, for the record, cannot say much on that because I realized I grew up on She-Ra, not He-Man. I know nothing of He-Man's origins. I only know She-Ra's.
Hey. That's actually fair for our childhoods.
Well,
But
also
I
because
think we
my
also are
mom.
forgetting to mention the whole X-Men 97
I
is
haven't
pretty
watched
much.
it yet. I haven't watched it yet. I need to
I
go to
know
your
you haven't
house.
watched it.
I need
Yes,
to
if
go
you
to your
want to come
house.
over here. Okay, if you want to come over here today, I'm not doing anything.
I have to cook dinner later. And then you have to come get me because my mom's at work and my older sister has work, so I won't have a car.
Okay, well, if you want to do that one of these days, I leave on the 10th. So if you want to do it before then, because it comes out Wednesday. So Wednesday is the 10th. So we can watch the
Wednesday's the
first three, and
10th?
then
Are you?
today's
Tomorrow's
Monday, is it
the
not?
10th! Friday! Not tomorrow.
Huh?
Tomorrow's Wednesday.
No.
Friday's the 10th.
Friday.
Hold on.
Friday
Do
is
I
the
have
10th.
my days wrong? Because today's the 7th.
Yes, red. Yes. Oh my goodness.
Today's Monday.
Oh, wait.
No.
Today's
Tuesday.
Give me a second.
I'm dumb.
Lucky.
Yes.
Lucky.
Okay.
What is
Nope,
it?
that's me being dumb.
What is it, Lucky?
Shush. I'm dumb. Okay. Do you want me to get you Wednesday if you're
I'm
free?
off tomorrow. I work Thursday.
Okay, then yeah, because it comes out tomorrow. We can watch the first 4 episodes.
Poggers.
If he
A
okay, then we can
controversy?
schedule that. Awesome.
Contract.
Oh, nice. It's like controversy. Very nice, Lucky.
Okay, so I'll text you more about it tomorrow to schedule the full details. But yeah, I'll plan on telling my parents you'll be over here probably.
Yay.
All I can say is, holy crap, I'm hyped.
Yeah, I had
As someone who reads a few comics.
Yeah, ugh. That's again, Red, if my grandpa were here, you can bet I'd be dragging him along and like you guys would we would be hanging out at my grandpa's house so
Dude,
much.
I can't watch this with my parents. My parents were too young to watch X-Men.
Yeah.
No, too old to watch X-Men. It annoys me to no end.
No, but anyways, so Masters of the Universe, we're gonna start with that one. I don't know much of He-Man's origins because so my mom grew up on She-Ra, so I grew up on the original She-Ra. I mean, like the 1980s She-Ra, not the reboot. So I know a little bit of He-Man from that.
The reboot was good for some of us.
Yeah, well, so the reboot was good, but I like He-Man and She-Ra. They're very special place in my heart. Because Adam, okay, so first of all, let's do my complaints with the movie. First of all, there wasn't enough Cringer. For those of you that have seen my personal Tumblr, you know that because Cringer is my favorite.
I haven't been to your personal Tumblr in a while. I feel concerned.
Then I will just explain what I said. Basically, I'm like, Cringer is such a mood. So for those of you that don't know, Cringer is Battle Cat. And so basically when he's Cringer in his normal form, he's very cowardly. He's all like, do we have to fight? I don't want to fight. I just want to stay and like eat. But then the second that he and Adam transform into He-Man and Battle Cat, Cringer is all like roaring to go to fight, and it's like my favorite because they're like, let's go save He-Man, and Cringer's like, I've been waiting for 30 minutes for you to do something, because he's like ready to go, ready to fight. And so I'm like, honestly, Cringer is such a mood because sometimes all you need is an outfit change to go from cowardice to confidence. Like, it's just such a mood. But yeah, so that was my Cringer comment. And Cringer I love Cringer. And yeah, and and something I loved with the costuming though is how, for those of you that don't know, He-Man is very scantily clad. He barely wears anything. But that's also the 80s. That was the 80s.
That's an accurate description.
That was the
if
80s
you look
though.
At any 80s comics, yeah.
It's just giving me the Family Guy scene of Stewie going, yeah, buy your kids homoerotic dolls and not question what happened.
But I think my favorite thing in the movie is they keep that, but they update everybody else to have like modern-ish, like in a sense, armor. And I'm like, I love it. Thank you for keeping him very like just I found it hilarious because I'm like, usually it's the women that are in the scantily clad stuff, but this time it's He-Man.
The man.
I also really liked it was so okay. little bit of spoilers for those of you that may be wanting to go watch it and have not yet gone to watch it. I remember sitting in the theater and be like in my head realizing, holy crap, I am watching He-Man commit an act of violence for the first time in my life because he in the cartoon was not allowed to be violent with his sword. Like yes, he and She-Ra had a sword, but they were not allowed to be violent. They had to use their like wit and in like their brains basically to defeat their villains. Like the most they could do of like violence was throw their enemies off screen. Um, and so I was like, I remember sitting in the theater and just being like, wow, I'm watching him commit an act of violence. But I really liked how in the movie they actually do kind of make it so he chooses to not be violent. And I'm like, I loved how they framed it, where basically they had it where his entire life he kind of felt like he was being told he had to be violent, but then he realizes that's just not who I am. Like, I'm the kind of person who talks down my enemies and whatnot, which is what he does in the cartoon. And I'm like, honestly, that was really good.
I also think that another thing with the cartoon is I don't think they were allowed to stab
No, they
people.
weren't. It was the
Like,
streaming service. They weren't allowed to for it was censorship on
yeah,
the
because
where
I
the
remember in X-Men they couldn't actually have real guns.
Yeah. What else was my complaint? Oh, one of my complaints after, so I started rewatching She-Ra for like just for funsies because I missed the original show. Um, and was watching and I realized in the movie everybody knows that he's He-Man. I don't know, but the thing is they actually in the show treat it like it's an actual secret identity. So I'm guessing it's kind of like the Cinderella magic or whatever, right? Where like they can't tell it's her face because he's like, I have to go and like transform so they don't know who I am. And so I'm like, was thinking about it. I'm like, everybody here knows who he is. Like, that, I don't know, that kind of just made me upset because I'm like, oh, I kind of liked it when they didn't know, but it also makes sense. But that's
Eh,
not that big.
that is
But I will
fair.
say, Skeletor's laugh, I'm no hate to it. Just the entire time I was like, is this the voice act? Is this the dude who played Voldemort? Because this laugh sounds like Voldemort.
Oh, and I have another funny thing from vacation. So I was at Barnes and Noble's getting books. If
Of
you want to know
course.
what books, ask. But basically, I had just watched Supergirl, and I wanted to read the comic that it was based off of, which is Woman of Tomorrow. So I was buying that comic, and as I'm checking out, the receptionist is like, "Oh, someone with a Marvel wallet buying a DC comic," and I'm, I'm just like, "Okay, look, I can like both of them, all right." And she's like, "Yeah, okay." But if they ever met, they would fight. I'm like, "Oh yeah, no, they would just be idiots and fight each other to the death for no reason."
Okay.
So that was fun.
Yeah.
Then we started talking about other stuff, which was the other book that I bought, which honestly, if you it's I've been reading the webtoon of it and wanted to get the actual book that it's based off of. So if anyone knows Dungeon Crawler Carl,
That
yeah, that's what
sounds familiar.
Does. Sounds
I'm.
familiar.
It's really funny. It's a guy in his underwear and a shirt and Princess Donuts.
What?
Princess Donut is the cat.
Oh. Okay. And then yeah, but I will say I really liked I was talking to one of our friends. I don't know if you're friends with them, Red. I did film with them. But I sorry, I'm like doing some math real quick for my
If
house.
you give me more context who it is, I might know them.
You remember the thing I had to do in biomet in that the bio class I took for 4 years, the what I had to do
Yeah.
my not sophomore, my junior year. Remember that what I had to take there?
Hmm.
Do you remember the big project I did?
A bit.
Do you remember my partner for that?
I don't think so. Do you? What letter does their first name start with?
I.
I don't think I know him. I might die because of lag real quick.
Do you need help?
Just 2 skeletons. I should be fine if I just get the...
Yeah, no, but anyways, we were talking because we also took a film analysis class together, junior year. Give me a second. I need to do some math. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, I think I need to push this back a little bit more. Sorry. So we took a film analysis class together. So we were kind of talking because we were both going to see Masters of the Universe, and they were saying that one of their friends was like the soundtrack was not like the best, but I'm like, I don't know what, because one of their friends had said that, but I'm like, I don't know what crack your friend is on. I felt like it was the perfect soundtrack for that movie. Also, so many of those songs that were in that movie have made their way onto playlists of mine. Like Boys Don't Cry is on my driving playlist. It's also on Dez's playlist, Logan, and I think Jax's as well. Which I need to send you Dez's playlist. I finally put it on Spotify. I made it onto Spotify because it's mainly on my Apple Music. So I'll send you Dez's playlist, Logan. And then Jax's when I make it too. I may need to revamp Maria's before I send it to you.
And for those with no context,
I
OCs.
I think we've talked about it before. I think at least 2 of the other streams I've talked about these OCs, I think. Yeah,
There
Logan.
are peak OCs. I may or may not have helped with the scene, which was just me getting text messages from Blue saying, hey,
This or
window or
that.
door?
It was basically, yeah, this or that. Logan, have you read the scene yet? If you have, you will understand. Yeah, Red was the one. Yes, the DCOCs.
What?
You need to. Red was the one who picked. Yes.
What
Okay.
scene?
Yay.
What scene is this?
Do you want me to send it to you, Matrix?
You can. I haven't read the webtoons, but is
So,
this for
oh no.
Batman?
For context, these are Batman characters, but a lot of it is more focused on my OCs.
By the way, is this Young Justice universe?
It's more of a me taking to heart one of these this one tag I saw on AO3, and canon is my bitch and I do with it what I please.
Oh, dude. Okay, one of my favorite trends is no beta, we die like...
Yeah, well, so the thing is you know me, I could not handle not having a beta.
So you have 20 of them.
Well, it's not even actually like you guys are technically fully my betas. Like if there is some points that I need help with, it's more of a would it be considered a beta if I randomly text you and ask you to pick how the scene goes? Would that be considered?
Yes.
Yeah, so okay, so yeah, I've got like 5 of them cuz I've got you, I have McShorty, and then I got Matrix, and I have Logan.
I
Hello,
like reading.
Sunny! Hi, how are you, Sunny? Guys, Sunny's in my chat. I am the goat.
Hi, Sonny.
Oh,
Red, do you know
I'm
Sunny?
about... No.
Okay. So Sunny, meet Red, they base technically with me and Cheese on the SMP. They just haven't been on in like 6 months. No, 7 months! 7 months! It's been since Christmas!
Mechie Major, I got a lot of work. My bad. Apologies. Sorry.
Sunny says hello, everyone. Yeah.
Hola.
No, but yeah, so I've got like 5 different beta readers.
Okay,
Oh,
so I
you
feel
want
like
to
I
know
still
what?
need to ask,
You
does anyone
Boo.
here watch football?
Not
You mean
really. Is this
football?
American?
You mean football?
No.
Like soccer?
Yes, it's soccer, but for them it would be football.
That's what I was just
No.
confirming because I was making sure you weren't. Football does make more
Okay,
sense. It
I
does
do
make more
agree.
sense.
I do agree.
And this is,
I do
by
agree.
the I don't follow it as a sport, but you know I used to play it.
Yes, I do know that.
5
Anyway,
years, baby.
has anyone watched the most recent games?
No. No, I'm not staying up at 1 a.m. to watch football.
It's the England versus Mexico game, man.
I don't care. I knew they won, but I'm not staying up late to listen to watch to watch guys kick a ball around.
Oh, there's too
Okay.
much running, Sonny. You could have been. I mean, I know at
All I
practices you
know,
run, but you
all
could
I
have been
will
a
say is it
goalie.
was a great game to watch. It was such a good game to watch. Hello, oh my lord.
Blue, did you want to know what Bloody Mary is? The ship?
Not off the top of my head.
Because I saw it in your chat saying, "What is this?"
Hold on. I'm trying to think if I know this shit.
If you don't, I'll tell
Okay,
you.
Logan, do I build out this
What
way
fandom?
or that way?
It's a mix of two fandoms in one.
Okay.
I feel like I've heard of it.
See, the thing is when I think Bloody Mary, I think of how our
Yeah.
friend Vox is, like, deathly afraid of us saying that.
Bloody Mary is the ship for Markiplier and Ryan Gosling in Hail Mary,
I
and
knew it!
I
knew it was that! Are you? Oh, it's okay. I'm sorry, but I actually enjoy that ship. I've seen too many animations on TikTok
it's
of
really,
it, and I'm just like,
Oh my goodness.
it's quite good.
Yeah, you just finished the story. Well, Logan, what was your wait, actually, should I send it to Matrix first before we talk about it?
You can talk about it because it will take me a while to read. I'm not gonna lie.
it's fairly short game though.
Chicken. Oh, I don't know.
You don't
Game Maverick.
underestimate me.
So this SMP is just kind of between a small group of friends. Sadly, it's like not open to the public. So, yeah, sorry about that, but no,
No
but
offense, but I feel like if we made this open to the public
it would be.
and us as mods, it would be chaos.
It's already chaos.
Oh yeah.
Logan, the amount of stuff that they missed out on because I had to cut off half of my video. Like,
Yeah. What chaos? I'm with Logan here. I never mind. Oh no.
Speaking of,
yes, Sunny, yes. We've done one lore stream. One lore stream.
there's meant to be a few more.
I mean, there's chaos. Well, okay, me and Blue need to do some more lore stuff.
It's
I
But
did.
hard because, like, we you and I together have to be very particular on what we do with our lore if we want to keep this one thing a surprise.
I mean, honestly, I've just been having fun.
I mean, yeah, I've been doing a bunch
Doing
of
random stuff.
terraforming. Okay.
Yeah, I got sidetracked. I was supposed to be doing some terraforming to like get this flat space so I could build my actual base on it. But
You
I've
actually
kind of gotten
build?
sidetracked. Rude. Rude. But I'm
Why
trying
am I
right now to get a ton of
Give me a
stuff
second, you
settled
guys.
out. And then I got sidetracked and now I'm mining.
Why is my shift hold not on? Ugh, okay, okay. I was like, what's going on with my sneak? Okay. Now it's on. Okay.
So yes, now
Don't mine
I'm
at
mining.
night.
And now I'm gonna go probably back to the deep dark and do dumb stuff there. Which is basically making it so it's safe for me to explore. So that means a lot of stuff
Alright,
and a
see
lot
you
of
soon,
dying.
Lucky. No, but anyways, what was okay, we're talking about the DC, Logan, what was, so you liked it? It sent me on such a rabbit hole. I really like the, name of, perhaps not for the Hercules AU. I'll probably keep him as Hercules, because maybe he, like, it basically shows he's more with Artemis. But, let me make sure I'm saying this word right. I always get like the letters mixed up. It's checking my texts because I sent it to Red. I think yes. Jabani, which is Navajo for bat, and it's also like a creature in Navajo folklore. For context as well, Roy Harper was raised by a man. He was basically adopted into a Navajo tribe,
Man.
just outside of Arizona. Brave Bow is Navajo, and so I looked it up, and first of all, Roy is very proud of his heritage, and also they do consider him a member of the tribe, despite being very much so not Navajo by blood. Because for those of you that don't know, Roy is a white boy with red hair. Like there, yeah, he does not have any. If he does have actual Navajo blood in him, it is very, very faint. It is. But anyways, so
Shut up, Lucky. Shut up.
Des, yeah, I'll make sure they go to bed. I have to leave soon anyways because I have to go cook dinner. I mean, actually, shoot, when does the little get home from? Because, yeah, because I only really have to worry about when the little needs to eat. Unless, because my. Is there anybody near a bed or should I head towards mine?
I'm near bed if
Okay.
you want.
Because my older sister has work tonight, but I don't think she likes burgers.
Burger. Sorry. Hamburger.
Oh.
Hamburger.
My base is coming
The
along
demon
nicely.
child has said 1. But that's what I call my little sister because that's her contact in my phone. It's, yeah.
Lucky's contact in my phone is mitosis.
Okay. Okay, yeah.
Because we look the same. Hers for me is copy and paste.
No,
Accurate.
actually, so Sunny, want to know a fun thing? My family, so both sides of my family are very, very white. And they've been in America for a while. My dad's side has basically been here since England took over Scotland, and my mom's side came over when the colonies were forming. Um, so and there is no native in me. I am white with a side of more white. You got the one German dude who came through Ellis Island. Everybody else is British or like Scottish or yeah. So I am white, which is really funny because I often am like the darker out of my friends.
Yeah, let's not go over my heritage. I'm funny.
Yeah, don't you have Mexican in you?
Yes.
Whenever you say that, I always forget because I'm like, you're so white. You look so white.
It's cold. I've been in Colorado a bit too long.
Your entire life that I've known you, but also the fact that like, isn't it your dad's side though? Because I'm like, your mom has blonde hair.
Okay, look, my dad's the reason I'm so white. My dad is Hispanic and Irish.
Yeah.
Pure Irish.
But anyways, so we're, we
Do
were
you know
talking.
how much he got bullied growing up?
No, because
He grew up in a very Hispanic town, and he was too white to be Hispanic and too dark to be Irish.
uh
So one side of his family entirely shunned him.
Oh
yeah.
dear.
Yeah.
I
Welcome
love how
to
we got
when your parents try to do an arranged marriage.
I love how we were talking about DC and then we've got off on this tangent.
Yeah, I don't know how we've gotten to this.
I
You
know
and
how we did.
Tangent.
I know how we did. I know how we did. That's the perks of
Hey,
having.
you started talking it first, and
Well,
then I added on.
that's because it was brought up, okay? Oh, that's Oh, that's fun, Lucky. Not Lucky, Sunny. Sorry, I read Lucky's name because that was right above yours, Sunny. But anyways, so we were talking about Roy and Des. So I can see Roy telling his son stories of Jabani. No, but is it an N or an R? It's an N. It's an N. Jabani. Um, if I am pronouncing that wrong, I think I am. If I am, I will like fix it later. I promise. I'll let you guys know. But anyways, because so that's the bat spirit, but I'm gonna send it to you. Actually, I'll just read it to y'all because I was again I went down a rabbit hole. Oh, you're running out of ADHD meds? Ugh. Oh, running on 2 days of ADHD meds. I was like, my brain read that because I need to call in a refill for my doctor. But yeah, that is
I thought you were
honestly.
going off those
I went
for.
off them 2 years ago, Red. It's been 2 years. I'm going back on because again, the 2 years I was off were not my best, and I don't have to really worry about what the army needs from me right now. Oh, yeah, the difference they make. Oh my goodness. Anyways, so about Jabani. Basically, Jabani is like this entity of the first world who eventually came to play mediator between the thunder gods, the thunder god of darkness and the thunder god of winter, which I find really funny because Dez's cousin is Maria, who is she goes by Thunderbird, but she's the daughter of Wally West and Dick Grayson. So I find that funny because um we got Dez. And then also Jabani are in okay, that's the needed more protection, calling upon their cultural significance because they're bridges in the spirit world. Um and that they silently pass along answers to difficult questions when humans are put on the spot and quietly helping out the holy people when they need backup. In everyday life, Jabani keep the earth in balance by pollinating flowers and plants and guard against insects who destroy crops and farmland. A theme is reflected in the selflessness of Jabani, helping the indigenous people or other spiritual fauna in times of need. Jabani sets a powerful example for us ground dwellers. Oh, by the way, I'll put a link to this because I'm quoting, like reading directly from a site, so I'll put this link in like the YouTube description. Um, as like my citing my sources or whatever. Not claiming this is my own work. This is not my own writing. Um, but Jabani sets a powerful example for us ground dwellers playing between both worlds in the sky and the earth communicating their advice through gestures and comments. Jabani is no powerful being with any paranormal abilities, but is how is, existing solely task by task, day by day, deed by deed, which specifically because Logan like knows the most about Dez right now. Do you not think that is like the perfect thing for Dez, Logan? And so I'm like, I feel like in the AUs where he's in a good standing with his parents still, he'd probably go by that. Um, he, because I'm like, I just think it fits. Anyways, so yeah, but the fic, like I went down this whole rabbit hole, especially because I was like trying to find traditional Navajo like blankets that Des would probably have, and that led me down this whole other rabbit hole. And I have so many links now for Des and the world building behind that, and like Des probably they probably use it like in a code word kind of like whenever Des. Oh, you did some background lore, Lucky? Nice. Oh, that'll be fun. But like as like a code word, I think Des or basically like a I need help, but I can't let you know I need help. Des will use the Navajo word for like father to basically let Roy know like, hey, I need help. Like, yeah. That one I didn't look up how to pronounce, so I'm not gonna attempt that one. But also just like the little things of like Des. Okay, so for some context too, for the people who don't know quite as much about Des is basically so again, Des is the son of Jason Todd and Roy Harper, and Des is basically like the only normal human in his like family, excluding like his parents or whatnot, because first of all, his cousins are Maria, who's a speedster, and Jax, who is part Kryptonian. And then Dez's siblings are so you have Leanne is in general special because like her mother is Jade, who I need to do more research on. But also I have in most of my fics
We love
Joy.
Jade.
Jesus
Yeah. We
Christ,
have
you are really loud and scared the hell out of me.
you
Oh
have
my god.
Joyfire in a lot of my fics, and so the
You can
next
just turn
one,
me down.
yeah, I turned
No,
Red down a
you're
while ago.
perfect. You're at a fine volume. You just for some reason it decided to spike your microphone and just made me jump out my skin.
My microphone is like an inch and a half from my
Yeah.
mouth.
Okay, real quick chat, if you give me like just a second, I will join in the chat about ADHD meds, but I'm gonna finish this conversation real quick. But so Joyfire is also pretty big in my world, which for those of you that don't know, that's Jason, Roy, and Starfire. And so the next child in the family is Troyander, who is Jason and Corey's kid. And so Troy has the Tamaranian abilities, and the youngest is Alessander, who she also has Tamarinian abilities because she's Roy and Corey's daughter, like biologically. This is biologically, like all three of them consider them their kids, but this is like the biological parents, by the way. Um, and so yeah, so Dez is Dez and often feels left out, which is part of the reason like Bruce says he doesn't have favorites, but he kind of is a little bit more partial to Des just because like he understands, but also because like just when Des it like fully starts to show their personality, Bruce is like, this child would be really good at running Wayne Industries, which does happen, and it's really cute because the amount of like charity galas that Des throws, and like so much of the Wayne fortune goes to charity stuff. Because Des gets this from Damien in a sense, because like is Des has so many rescue animals. Well, okay, he's like two right now, but he gets more. He is Sherwin, who is based on a foster cat that I'd found online. Well, a rescue cat I found online. And Sherwin was like left or like hid during like a house fire or something. But so you got Sherwin, who I'm also giving in my story. Sherwin was abandoned, and so that also is like really big, especially in the Hercules story. Which for the if I haven't talked about it before, the Hercules AU is basically where something happens and Des ends up not being on like talking terms really with his parents. Like they don't even really know for sure that he's alive. They pray he is, but they haven't talked in years. And so that's like the main thing of the Hercules thing, but like Dez's big fear is abandonment and being abandoned, especially since he's like the weakest member, especially also when Tommy comes along. So Tommy, it depends on my AUs whether I have Tommy and Bart being twins or Tommy not being a twin with Bart. But Tommy is the next of my Bird
Oh wait,
Flash
this was
kids.
on the pick your seat thing.
Yes, yes. I used all of my OCs. Tommy is the next child of Bird Flash. Tommy doesn't have super speed. But Tommy becomes first Robin, and then finally gave him his full hero name. He becomes he basically titles himself Falco, which he just basically is based off like a red tail hawk, kind of. Um,
Is Falco a good name? Cause isn't Falco the guy
that's
who
Falco.
killed Dick's parents?
I think you're thinking of Falcone, or that's at least a
It still
mobster. Wait,
sounds similar. I'm sorry.
I can play with it. But Zuko. It wasn't even close. Tony Zuko. I
My
think
bad.
Falcone.
Falcone's another mobster
Okay,
in
yeah,
some
Carmine
media.
Falcone is a supervillain mob boss, an enemy no, an enemy of Batman and an acquaintance of the Bat family.
There we
He's
go.
also sometimes depicted as the illegitimate father of Catwoman. I can play around with it more. The main thing was I didn't really. So I was using Falco because that's like like, it's part of the scientific name for a red tail hawk. Because I'm like, I kind of don't like hawk. Ow. Um, I don't. I need to think about it more. Like, I just barely came up with what his hero name would potentially be. So, um, if you guys have any ideas, feel free to comment. But anyways, so Tommy, yes, doesn't have superpowers, but Tommy is also really smart, and Dez is just kind of averagely smart, you know? And so Dez, at least he feels like he's average and not like anything special like that. And so Dez feels very much so like he would, like, there's the very strong possibility he would get, like, abandoned by the family, which they would never do that, okay? The Bat family loves him too much because he's one of them, you know? Sorry, I keep looking over and just seeing chat talking about ADHD and all that stuff, and it's kind of funny. Um, but anyways, yeah, and so that's like
What's
Dez's
ADHD?
Dave.
I don't know what ADHD is, but the doctor said I got 80 of it.
Yeah, it's Dave. We can go on that tangent soon. Oh, is there anything else I want to add? Is there anything else I should add for Dez? Oh, the abandonment is basically part of Dez's fear toxin stuff. So whenever he gets hit, like, that happens, and so he kind of just like disappears and nobody can find him.
Mood.
Mood.
Is there anything else you want me to add, Logan, about Dez? Or we can also come back to the DC chat, like, commenting. I just, because I'm like, the ADHD chatter, I'm like, been diagnosed. Shoot, how old would I have been? Yeah, I've been diagnosed for most. Okay, so we've known all of my life that I have ADHD, but I've been officially medicated in a sense for a decade, um, give or take. But I was off it for 2 years, so I
My.
guess 8 years.
Like, you've been on it since, like, elementary.
Yes, literally, you knew me for 1 year, and then I went on my meds.
Yep.
Because that first year, if you remember, I was gluten-free, because we thought perhaps going gluten-free would help with my ADHD, but since I don't have celiac, that was a lie.
No.
Well, it's because I don't have celiac, but it was like my sister, going gluten-free helped her because it would clear up, not only does she have celiac, so it was like destroying her intestines, but going gluten-free cleared up her brain fog. Well, so Sunny, for some context, with my diagnoses, so it's really, I love talking about this with my sister because I'm like, she like never listens to what I'm saying basically. I It was really funny. I did a hyperfixation on ADHD, and so I know a bit. Obviously, no medical doctor, so it's not like the best knowledge out there, but I've done rabbit holes on it. And so
We
I
love
found out
rabbit holes.
there are three kinds of ADHD, and there's ADHD-I, which is the inattention. There's ADHD HI, which is the hyperactivity and impulsivity, and then there's ADHD-C, which is the combined. And so what I have been, it's not like official, but what I've kind of seen is more women have ADHD-I, and that's why it's so hard for women to get diagnosed, because the inattention is a lot easier to mask. Whenever I go and talk about this with my sister, she's like, no, it's because women are like forced to mask like their entire life. And I'm like, I, I I'm like, I'm trying to figure out what to
Nah.
call her. I'm like, we're just gonna do her nickname in my phone. I'm like, Strawberry. I cannot mask because I have ADHD-C, so I have both. I have the hyperactivity, and I cannot, like, at least when I was younger, when I'm not on my meds, I cannot mask. And so, like, Red can tell you. You can tell when I'm off my meds.
I can. It's honestly kind of fun when you're off your meds, but then again,
Yeah.
this is someone who has never been diagnosed in their
Yeah.
life with anything.
Yeah.
I've
But
just been told by people I'm very neurodivergent and to deal with it.
well, look at your friend group.
Okay, look, just because I target people who seem,
Can one of my mods handle that? So sorry, there's something going on in chat. But anyways, yeah, so I've got this entire theory about the ADHD stuff. Thank you, Lucky.
you mean
The
I can figure it out.
I'll like the ADHD and neurodivergency thing. I'll explain that in a bit. But anyways, so I'm guesstimating. Obviously, again, no official study done, not a doctor, so I don't know for sure. I'm guesstimating that more women have ADHD because it's a lot easier to mask because the inattention doesn't you seek mental stimulus, not physical stimulus. But ADHD HI and ADHD C, they seek out. Thank you again, Nucky. They seek out that physical stimulus because that's what we need. Um, and so again, it's harder to mask. Like when I was little, and so again, my sisters, again, we go on this whole tangent, but again, I'm like, I cannot mask. It's like near impossible for me to mask. But so when, shoot, where was I going? Where was this? Yeah, so again, because I have ADHD C, so I have both. And, the thing is when I was little, like I was asking my mom because I was writing this paper for one of our classes because we just read Oedipus and we were talking about like the seeing versus knowing thing, and mine was on my ADHD because everybody thinks that ADHD is the oh look a squirrel. It's not. It's so much deeper than that. I could go on and on about it, but the thing is I was asking my mom and I was like, "Hey, how would you describe me as a child? Like how did you know I had ADHD?" And yeah. Yep. Oh, haha. Lucky. That is called I think I can't remember if it's RSD or RDS. Let me go to my paper real quick. Um but so yeah, so we're just going to open that up. So I was talking to my mom and she said that I operated like an Energizer bunny. Like that was a direct quote from me asking my mom like how she knew, because again I could not mask, and so that's how she knew. um but what you're kind of talking about,
hey, do you have zoomies?
yes, I guess I get zoomies where I need to like get up and move. Like it's gotten really worse though
Yeah,
since
okay,
COVID,
yeah,
but
yep.
think it
Welcome.
I
My
think it
parents see me do them, and it's just funny.
I
I
think
just do zoomies in
it's
my room. It's
I
great.
think mine are mainly because of COVID. Like that's the issue with my reading because I have trouble. Why is this not even? Because I have trouble standing like still basically for a long time, so I need to get up and move. But so
Accurate.
anyways, so what I'm thinking when you were talking about the spirals, let me go to this. Do 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 do. Oh yes. Oh, so first of all, you've got the ADHD paralysis, which gets really bad. So for those of you that don't know, ADHD paralysis is the thing. So neurotypicals, from what I've seen when I was looking this up, they when they get it in their mind that they need to do something, they can just get up and do it. But I think all of my lovely ADHD people can attest to the fact that they cannot. Like it just something in them will not let it. Like you literally basically have a war with your mind where you're like, "Hey, I need to get up and eat," or "Hey, like I need to get up and do this, like I need to be a productive human being." And
See, I don't get that most of the time. I just have the zoomies. It's fun.
that again, there are a lot of other neurodivergencies out there. Also, is someone near a bed? Um,
I am. Oh, someone
yeah.
already is.
Yeah, so the thing is autism are the ones, yeah, so I think I might have autism and ADHD too, just with the way that our, at least America is right now. I am really afraid to get diagnosed officially. But my uncle has autism, so it's very likely I may as well. Um, but anyways, so ADHD paralysis is this thing because again, we lack chemicals in our brain. Our brain is how I describe it is wired wrong. So we are lacking, what was it again? Yeah, neorepinephrine and dopamine and serotonin. And so, by the way, the best thing for us to get that is a bunch of tools, which I will talk about in a little bit. But, um, yeah, so paralysis is basically you end up having a conversation like with yourself where you're like, I need to go up and like get up and I need to be productive and yeah. But you can't, right? Like it just takes so much in you. Um, two, three, and so I think those of you with ADHD can testify that that happens. And but yeah, and do 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 do. But oh, that's the wrong button. Something else that happens to us. I'm just pulling. I keep hitting the wrong tab. Okay, is this lovely thing called RSD. Rejection sensitive dysphoria. It's basically this big shame spiral. We love it, you guys. Um, yeah. Oh, body doubling is the best thing ever. Like I do it so much. Like I will just sit on a call with somebody and we will be doing different things. But it's called body doubling. It's a whole thing. I have this book, Lucky, that I'll send you the name of. It
You did
honestly,
this to me.
yeah, I've had you body double me.
I'm just realizing what
Six,
that is now.
8. Like I will ask friends all the time, like, hey, do you need a body double? Yeah. Yeah, so ADHD can be traumatic or it can be genetic. So I'm guessing yours, Lucky, is not Lucky, Sunny, is genetic. Mine's genetic as well, because again, we're pretty sure my dad has it, at least the way he's sometimes acted around with me. And then my mom probably has the inattention, because yeah, because so my mom got diagnosed with ADD, which is ADHDI. Um, so yeah, so mine's genetic. But yeah, but it can also be like caused by like trauma or something, but I haven't looked much into that one. But anyways, so RSD is really fun because it's rejection sensitivity dysphoria. Yeah, I wish. So Red, you know how I did JRTC in high school, right? Actually, no.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll get to that in just a sec. So for those of you that don't know what RSD feels like, and again, this is our chemical thing. So, we struggle a lot with depression and anxiety and mood swings because we have problems regulating, because again, missing chemicals. It's really hard for us to feel happy or successful or satisfied. And it's really easy for one little screw up to become this like crushing over like small screw up over something insignificant. It it like it becomes this big thing because you messed up. Because everything, every small thing, even the things outside of your control, feel like your fault. Like, I was at a drill meet and we got asked this one question, and I got asked this question, and I was the first one to get asked this, and I panicked because we had not prepared for this. Like, none of us knew none of us were ready for this question because we didn't know they were going to ask it. But because I got asked it, I felt like a failure because I didn't know what it was. And I went on this whole spiral. I legitimately almost cried before we went on for our competition, like for the next portion of the drill meet. Like I legitimately like cried, right? Because RSD is a little bitch. Because everything feels like your fault, your fault, your fault. Then there's the poor memory. Yeah, the fix. Okay. What we're gonna, what did Matrix leave? Oh yeah. Okay. So, but now,
Chat.
yeah, I saw that. But now I'm gonna help you guys because again, I have known for years, and so I've been struggling for years too, though, and it's taken some time. Again, I will put the title of the book in the description of the video for you guys, for those of you watching on YouTube, just so you can see. It's a really good book. It helped me a lot. It's actually the reason I got pants, even though my mom's like, she tells me not to put everything in the pockets, but as Red knows, pockets are really big in my fashion because
They
like
are.
yeah, I used to carry around a bag all the time that carried everything for me, and then I also had like these jackets with huge pockets on the inside. And so now I wear it in my cargos because I'm like it just keeps everything. I used to keep scissors in the bag. And so we'd be at like lunch and somebody would be like, "Does anyone have like a pair of scissors?" And I just pull them out of the bag. I'm like, "Here you go." Um yeah. Well, what sorry, I'm gonna pause for a second for Lucky. Um, yeah, so the thing with that Lucky is again, RSD is gonna tell you I'm lying, okay? But the thing is life is going to happen and it's not gonna be linear. Your plan is not going to be linear. It's okay, Matrix. You're fine. Not going nonverbal is fine. But your progress is not going to be linear in life. Like, I don't know if I've truly talked about my adventures with college slash uni, but like I thought I was doing well in college, but then that last semester of uni, that last semester came and it hit me. And I think it was the issue of I did not have anybody. Like I had no friends with me at college because I went to a school that nobody else in our friend group, nobody else at our school went to, and I struggled to make friends. Like I don't know how you did it. You're further away than all of us in a different time zone, and
It's
you're
called
alone.
my my school. Okay, I went to a thing at my school called Challenge. You basically went like a week and a half early, and you went with a bunch of like other kids who also were incoming freshmen. So you basically got this tight knit community that happened like really quick. Like first few days of meeting them, we instantly went to go hike up a
Yeah,
mountain.
yeah, I remember that,
So
but
that helped me a lot. Plus my roommate was nice and ignoring all the drama,
yeah,
it was still pretty nice.
yeah, but
So
the
that's
thing
how
is,
I
yeah,
survived.
the thing is I first semester was decent. I had some friends. It took me a while, but I made some friends, kind of got in there. ROTC was hard because I felt so alienated because everybody kind of like basically shit on me for my JROTC experience. Yeah,
Yeah, people suck.
yeah, but the thing is I don't think they meant it to be mean, but it felt like that. But it also so after winter break, one of my friends went to Australia, a couple of them had graduated, and I was just feeling more alone. Yeah, fair. And also, for the record, I barely interacted with my roommates, which it was just because our schedules were so different. Most of my stuff was in the mornings, theirs was all in the evenings. Um, but so I felt really alone. And then comes second semester, where first of all, like one of my
My Minecraft
grandpas.
music just got really sad to fit the moment.
Oh, that's funny. But anyways, so my grandpa was in and out of the hospital, and then somehow at the same time, all of my classes, like my health classes, were talking about, which also I failed a class first semester just because I was missing some assignments. Yeah, fair lucky. Um, but yeah, no, so I was missing some assignments, so I failed the class, so that was already a lot. So I had to take that class again, and then but in a lot of my classes, two of my classes, okay, I didn't take many classes, but two of my classes, somehow we were talking about this at the same time roughly, things that were affecting my grandpa that were the reason he was in the hospital, but somehow we were talking about those in my classes. And so it just, and again, my first grandpa, my mom's dad. So we'll call him we'll call him SS because his favorite hero was, well, his favorite character was Silver Surfer, and then that's also his initials for something. But anyways, so SS had died, and a few years ago, and so again, this was hitting hard. Yeah. Um, and but he made it out. Somehow my grandpa's alive. But anyways, so that was happening, and just life was not being my friend. So that last semester,
I also kind of ghosted you.
8, 9, give me a second. You were busy. I will admit that you were busy. Um, but yeah, so my mental health tanked. I don't know if I told you this, but there was a week that I genuinely am surprised I made it out alive of.
I remember I did get told this.
Okay. Yeah, so we had a week where there was no ROTC stuff, and then that week I was not taking care of myself, and I realized the only reason I had been taking care of myself was because of ROTC, because I didn't want my body giving out on me. Sorry for all the long pauses. I'm building too and trying to do the math. Um, but yeah, so like I was only eating and fueling myself so I wouldn't pass out in PT. And I also got kicked from Ranger, which was like our advanced people basically. So they ended up removing me from that. Um, later. That was a little later, but still I ended up getting removed. Um, but that week I just genuinely like am surprised I made it out alive. And so again, that's part of the reason I went back on my meds. But community is a big thing. Um, and having people is really big, especially because again, our mental health with ADHD, again, lack the proper chemicals for certain things, and that can be very dangerous. And so you need to find things that'll help you. Um, so I'm back on my meds. Yeah. Oh, thank you. Oh, you guys are so sweet. Um, yeah, like again, I took a break from the server for a while because I realized ugh, 8, 9. I realized I was spending more time on the server than I was in like with the few friends I had left at uni. That's also part of the reason my classes like tanked. But so thank you for all of those people that were there for me during that. So Chicken, if Lily's here, Lily. I don't think I knew Sunny or Matrix or Lucky yet. Damien, thank you very much to Damien. They were a godsend. Um, but yeah, so just get the proper tools. Yeah. No, like getting the proper tools and getting the right community is so big. But now I use my coffee and I use my ADHD meds, which by the way, I have a high dose because again, my ADHD is pretty severe. Like my dose technically doesn't exist. I have to take 2 different doses. But anyways, so like getting the proper techniques and handling your ADHD is really big. So again, try if caffeine works for you, try caffeine. Um, I also recommend, again, if you can take meds, if you are officially diagnosed, do your meds. Also working out's big, but that one is such a struggle to get doing sometimes. But so like yeah. Yeah, I definitely yeah, definitely the education system is horrible. I had a teacher that I just did not like because her like notes were just basically incompatible for ADHD people because yeah, vent stream. Give me just a sec, Lucky, and then I'll let you tell your story. So she basically, with her notes for her class, demanded that we had to, first of all, have them nice and neat, but they also had to be word for word, her notes, which she also went through the slides pretty quickly for me to do that. And so I'm like, look, lady, you pick your poison. Either you get word for word notes or you get like abbreviated notes. So, yeah, I'm like, I do not like you. But anyways, Lucky, not yeah, Lucky, you got your story, and then I'll if you're okay with it, I'll read it aloud so that way our my YouTube people aren't just confused. Love how we went from DC to this, and then I guess once yeah, um, but I guess I will also because it kind of I guess goes along with this is my disclosure day notes from when I went to go see that movie. So yeah, yeah. But yeah, so again, I'll post that book in the description of the YouTubes that way if you guys want to go look at it, you can. I might also put it on my cuz I'm making a Tumblr for my account for the YouTube for Whimsy, for my Whimsy. I'll probably put it there too. Actually, well, shoot. What was I going to say after Lucky's story? Oh, disclosure day notes. So, oh, there we go. Yeah, are you okay if I read it aloud, Lucky, so they know or no? Because if you say no, I won't. I hope you know. Uh, oh, it's horrible. Okay, give me just a sec to because I'm like, there's something else once we're done with this I'm gonna talk about that I don't want to forget because it's another ADHD thing. Okay, so for the YouTube people, it's gonna just gonna read Lucky's thing. So Lucky's saying, so imagine firstly 17 losing their grandmother just after their granddad earlier that year, ADHD med shortage, starting just after she passed, going into class thinking she's okay. The photography teacher calling them up to basically complain about their work, knowing full well that why Lucky wasn't in class the day before, and then being like, I see you're upset. Well, Lucky was standing there crying in an open classroom. And then Lucky says, and then to top it off, the music teacher made them the the music teacher made them cry, comforting them, and then saying they had to record that day. So Lucky's saying they skipped class except media for a week. Yeah, that is so fair. I there was one teacher, that well, two teachers in during that time for me with my grandpa that I am very grateful for. One who gave me an extension because I was like, "Hey, my mental health has been sucking." She's like, "I'm gonna be for you the professor I wish I had." so she gave me an extension. The other, because we weren't allowed to really have phones out in that class. Oh, that's cute. That's cute, Lucky. But so the other, we aren't really allowed to have phones out because this is my ROTC class. But it's like, hey, look, my grandpa's in the hospital. Like, he could die. Um, so this teacher let me have my phone on me. He's like, "Are you sure you even want to come to class that like today?" I'm like, "Please, I need normalcy. Like, I need something or else I am gonna break, you know?" So he's like, "Okay." And so but yeah, so those teachers, shout out to them, not saying their names because again, that would expose stuff. But yeah, but shout out to them, love them. But anyways, so with this, my yeah, sure, Matrix. I'll do my little disclosure day note real quick. If you've been on my personal Tumblr, you may have seen I added a quote. And that quote I love because so it's a little abbreviated. It's because the first part's not word for word. Yeah, distraction is always so helpful. Okay, we're gonna go to account. Um, so the quote is that so this is the abbreviated part, just the first two words, which is empathy is, and this is the rest of the quote, our foremost evolutionary advantage. The rejection of this understanding is leading to our extinction. It's basically, if you guys know, yeah, a lot of alien movies always have like aliens viewing us as like lesser, less evolved, like that kind of thing. Very primitive compared to them, you know? But basically, Logan, do you have my torches? But basically, in Disclosure Day, they talk about how the aliens actually view our emotions and view us as higher evolved beings because of our empathy, because of our care for each other and the world and all of that. And I just sitting in that theater, I'm like, very few movies in my life have changed me like that, but like sitting in that theater, I was like just taken aback when I heard that. I was like, because in my house, me and my mom often talk about how we are empaths. We are very big on our feels, me and my mom. But so to have that line, oh my goodness, oh, can we make a day? Can we make a day? Um,
I got you.
sorry, I've got phantoms.
Maybe you should sleep.
I'm trying, but I don't have a safe way down. Yeah, you guys can go to bed. I'm gonna wrap it up soon. I'm gonna talk about mirroring after this, and then probably get back to my nerding stuff. But yeah, but anyways, so yeah, so that's what they basically talk about in this, and it hit me hard because I'm like, honestly, yeah, like empathy is such a big evolutionary advantage, and we are forgetting that in our world. Like that is like it's just rejected so often, people see kindness as weakness so much. Anyways, off the vent, we're gonna, because you brought up me, you brought up the neurodivergency friend thing earlier. Um, I have a
Mm-hmm.
theory about mirroring. So, as those of us, you saw Lindsay Sterling and nice, like, oh yeah, oh I love that quote. Oh, that's fun, Lucky. But so mirroring, if those of you that don't know, mirroring. So a lot of us people with like neurodivergency, we are really bad at social cues. Like, really.
Yeah. Accurate.
Yeah. But so that's because of this thing called mirroring, where we basically try to reflect the personality of the person we're talking to, right? Like, you take on their social cues, you kind of study their social cues. You're like, okay, what do I say so I don't like screw this interaction up, you know? But there's this thing with ADHD people or neurodivergence. We're both trying to mask, well, yeah, mirroring. We're trying to like mirror each other And the thing is it's again, you got one mirror, you got another mirror. Or it's like I also just do it as like connecting to the Wi-Fi. You're trying to connect to each other's Wi-Fi when you meet another neurodivergent, but you can't because again, you're you're trying to connect. Yeah, you're both trying to connect and it's just not working. And so that's why you end up clicking so well is because it just isn't working, so you get to be your true self in front of them. But yeah.
Yeah, definitely explains a lot.
Mhm.
It's also why we somehow have an easier time finding each other.
Yes.
It's like a neurodivergence
Yeah, cuz again, you just
radar.
yeah, it's like you're trying to connect to each other's Wi-Fi, but it doesn't work. It's like connection not found. Different kind of connection found. Ay,
I guess another way you can look at it is you
infinite loop,
already
yeah.
have the connection,
Yeah. No, but yeah, so there's
so
that.
you're already connected.
Ugh. Yeah. Yeah. No, but like I hope you guys know again. Sorry, there's a phantom somewhere. I'm gonna go grab my bed just so the next time it gets dark I can sleep. But anyways, yeah, so just so you guys know, this is I'm gonna put it in my yeah. Um hello. I'm gonna put it
Hello.
in my Twitch rules probably, but this is like a safe space. So if again, if some reason there's like a topic I'm talking about that you don't feel comfortable with, tell me and I will not talk about it. Because like the importance, like safe spaces are so important. And hello, you're in my, can you get out of me? Thank you.
Sorry.
But yeah, just safe spaces are very important. So
Whoa.
I definitely don't think I'm streamer of the year, but no, but yeah. But you will find I am a pretty open person,
Sure.
but that's because I understand that
What?
life, yeah. But I'm like my life has dealt me a pretty rough hand, and so I like to help people where I can because again, I know again, it's the whole empathy thing. Yeah, you're gonna find I quotes are really big for me. I also I also made that the permanent quote on my Discord because again, it's such a powerful quote. Logan, please no, you guys, please. Yeah. Ugh, guys. Ugh. I know, guys.
Yeah.
You know
Anyway, did you see the new snapshot?
what? Also, one sec. Also, remember, there's a bunch of ADHD people here. Memory not so good. So, be nice. I've literally had a conversation with a friend twice, like the exact same wording, exact same location. Mid conversation, I stop and I was like, we've had this conversation before, haven't we? And they were like, yep. And I'm like, and you didn't stop me? They're like, nope. I'm like, at least, yeah. No, that is horrible. But, ugh.
I like how I have a thing at your base that's just never come here. Why is there a
I
phantom?
think it got caught underneath.
It
Yeah.
dead.
Yeah, no, shoot, what was I gonna say something. Oh, yeah, I have this one friend, McShorty. So she's the middle child. Both of her brothers have ADHD, and so I'm like, McShorty, McShorty. And she's like, no, no. She denies she has any type of neurodivergency, but I'm like, first of all, both of your siblings have it, meaning you have a really high chance. Also, have you seen me? We are best friends. Like, you're not normal. Oh, Red, I'll have to send you this video. So, McShorty and I went to go see a movie the other day. We went to see Disclosure Day, and this dude was
Mm-hmm.
doing this soccer thing outside the theater, and so we did it, and he recorded us. And so there are moments of mine and her banter on there for all the world to see if they chose to look.
Wonderful. Send that to me.
As soon as it's
But
out, I
no,
will.
I've just been watching soccer today. Speaking of which, that match ended a while ago, and I should definitely check the score of it.
Yeah,
Who
no,
won, Switzerland or Colombia?
but yeah. Ba-ba-ba-bum.
Holy, it went to PKs and Switzerland beat out Colombia.
Yeah.
What?
Ugh.
Okay, the okay, these games are gonna be fun. These games are gonna be fun. So there's no soccer games till Thursday. So yes, tomorrow I am fully free to just watch 4 episodes of
Nice.
X-Men.
Very
But
nice.
anyway, we got a lot of fun games. We have on the right side of the brackets the custody battle for Hatsune Miku.
What?
So basically, Japan had custody of Hatsune Miku, and then Brazil beat Japan, so then Brazil had custody of Hatsune Miku,
Oh,
and then
oh,
Brazil lost to Norway, so now Norway has custody of Hatsune Miku, and now Norway is about to play England on July 11th.
yeah,
So if England wins, they gain custody
yeah.
of Hatsune Miku. If Norway wins, they keep Hatsune Miku.
That's fun.
So yeah, random stuff that just had.
Sorry, give me a second. I'm checking how tall this is. One,
I mean, I got 3 in my inventory, so you didn't do that badly.
4.
Is just your entire inventory raw flesh?
Should see them on Whimsy. Not Whimsy. Cam Bam.
I see, Sam. I kind of want to make a haunted forest at my base, and I kind of made a haunted forest at my base.
This one?
But it's not really haunted. Not your base, my base.
Yeah, no, I'm saying this in your Whimsy.
Yes.
Oh, by the
Can
way,
I join
guys,
you?
one of my favorite. Oh yes, give me just a second, Matrix. Yesterday I will say, other than the whole weird dude flirting with me. I had a really cute moment. Um, and so basically, there's this kid who he had a Ninjago blanket. And so I was talking and I was like, and yeah, and his favorite is Wildfire. But yeah. No, anyways. No, that was a different kid. There was a different kid that had a cold plush that he got for his birthday. Anyways, do you need God to be here?
Gods, it's plural.
Ask your question, Matrix, while I figure out, do you need God to be here, Logan? Logan, Lucky's wanting to know if you guys reveal the background lore you're working on. How much deep slate do you have, Red?
That is kind of what I'm using for my base. It's
Curse
smelted and
you.
I turned it into bricks. So
Curse
I have.
you! Oh,
Hey, 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 hey! I need a lot of stone for my base.
Yeah.
I already used a few stacks of cobblestone. Maybe a full stack
Do you need
of.
cobblestone? I can get you cobblestone.
I mean, I kind of need cobblestone because I'm making my base, kinda. I
They're
mean, I
both
just
in
made a haunted
creative mode.
forest.
I am the only one
Yes.
here in survival. Red, come here. Don't use it all because I'm probably gonna need more, but you can take a few stacks. But anyways, that would be a lot of fun, Matrix.
Wow. You got a dread guest. Awesome.
Yeah, well, you do realize I've been terraforming a mountain. Of course, I'm gonna have a lot of stone.
I just terraformed part of my mountain. I filled in the giant hole.
Yeah,
Oh, then
you're
got
more
sidetracked.
ice, is the
And
thing.
got sidetracked. My base just has a haunted forest now because I decided to use the moss and stuff.
Give me a bit, Matrix, because do you want my travel skin or like I'm also working on like a other skin, which I need to finish our skins, Red.
Okay.
Well,
I
I have
also
a
may
second
have
skin
a
for Whimsy.
zombie spawner now.
Yeah, no, but I'll think about it. Which
Cosmetica?
skin?
Is that the thing that lets you switch your skins mid-game?
I don't have the other skin made. Yeah. Well, finished. I'm still working on the colors.
Oh, yes. 3D. I can add Cosmetica to my thing along with 3D skins because both those are cool.
Yeah. Anyways, if what topics do you guys want me to talk about? I can continue to talk about my DC people. Okay, I figured. Okay. Um. Okay, let's see. Specifics. Oh, a big thing.
Okay.
Well, the thing is, I'm like, I've got so much I could talk
I
about. I
added
don't know what
those.
to
I'm
talk
gonna have to
about.
hop out to do them though. So I will be back.
Okay. Um. Okay. Logan. Check Twitch chat. Yeah, Lily's, that one, I don't know why that one's been just so hard to write right now. I will figure that one out, figure out what's going on. I don't know. Lily's, I've hit kind of like a bump in the road with. But okay. I will just say this isn't quite, I guess it's kind of DC, kind of not. One of my favorite, are they gonna join the chat? I'll wait till they join. Are they joining the group? Okay, yes. Okay,
Pop pop.
give me a sec.
Whoa.
I think my favorite thing of being like just creative, like I don't even know what it is about me, but like I've gotten Logan really involved in their DC OC. I mean Matrix, I got you into your Ninjago fan fiction writing stuff. I think Red, didn't I get you into writing when we were younger?
You did.
I got Red into writing. I got like our entire friend group into writing when I was younger, by the way. And then I got one of my coworkers into working on an OC for one of their things, and they were like, "It's been so long since I've been like creative," and like, they're like, "I don't know what it is about this conversation, but it's got like my gears turning." I got lucky into it too. See, I don't know what it is about me, you guys, but it's my favorite thing because writing has been such a big thing in my life. Um, yeah, I'll have to send you some of my stuff, Sunny. It's because I'm like, I have so much stuff. I've always loved writing. My oldest sibling, really got me into it because they wrote creatively and would read it to me. Very fun. Also, my British people, Logan, I know you're not going to listen to me. It is nearly 1 a.m. for you. Don't make me have Red go and, like, kick you from chat. I will talk. Okay, okay, Lucky, give me your lore. Give me your lore. Matrix, my love, it is nearly 1 a.m. I will talk so you can go to bed and have something to lull you off to bed, but, like, go to bed.
I added it. I now have horns. Why does it say Omega?
What says that?
So next time you log on, add Cosmetica to your mod list for moderate. You'll find. Hold. How do you add tags? Hold on. Oh, I found. Oh my.
Yeah,
I
Sunny,
just found all your tags.
I think I am. Okay.
Oh
Red.
dear.
Red. Matrix didn't hear horns.
What did they hear?
I don't know. But, Sunny, you wanna know what time it is for me and Red? It's like 7:30 for you. It is.
There we go. I know how we
Oh my
tag.
goodness, Matrix! I'm not saying that. I'm not saying what you heard. Anyways, it is 4:30.
I said Omega.
No, it was the horns thing. It was the horns thing.
I got horns.
No. Are you reading my Twitch chat?
Yes, I did just read your Twitch chat. It makes me concerned to no end.
Yeah, no, it's 4:30 for us. Oh, so okay, Lucky's having me read out the lore. So Lucky did come to Whimsy with a team, but she lied to us about what really happened to them. So like trust me, you should see
I
my
knew
mother.
it.
You should see my mother, Matrix. It's so funny because when she hears wrong, it always makes it like seem like we're doing drugs or like drinking or something, and we're like, mother, mother. But yeah, no, but the writing thing, like, I don't know, I love sharing the joy of writing. It's writing's always, it was a huge escape for me when I was younger. And so I'm like, I don't know, I enjoy sharing it with people. Okay, should I do... Actually, does anyone have any tough? Because you guys went underground. Do you have any tough blocks?
I might have some tough blocks back at my base. Let me just
Um,
real quick.
I don't really... Which one do you... It's calling out to you more, Matrix, is the thing. Because again, I'm like, I would work on lilies. I'm going to try to. But just the DC stuff has been really big for me right now. Nice. Alright.
Do I not have any tough in my...
I'll try to get on earlier tomorrow. Hopefully I'm not sent on 5 gajillion errands tomorrow. We'll see.
I mean, tomorrow I'm
Well,
kidnapping you.
yes, but you do realize that, like, we can do it, right?
Sorry, I only have smooth basalt.
That's fine, I can, go get some. But, you do... I'm not cheating! I will get it on my own. But, yeah, so you do realize that we can also get together early and hang out late, like... And in
I'm
the
not
middle,
gonna do
we can also
that.
play
Blue
Minecraft
light's legit,
together.
so... Oh, wait, when you're here or tomorrow?
What, tomorrow, because we can literally, if I bring my computer,
So first we're gonna watch X-Men and then we're gonna play.
yes.
Okay.
9 for you, that's 9 would be 2100. Give me a second. Oh, that's only 1 for us.
5
You're only working till 1 for us. We're gonna go
I'm
into
trying to
the
figure out.
cave. That's not a very deep cave. Okay. No, but I need to tell, Roly Poly that, I can do the 13th. Yeah. Also, I'm so surprised neither of our computers have overheated, but it's probably because we have, like, really good AC, and
Maybe. Am I the only one with like an actual PC?
out of those of us, out of me, you, and Cheese, yes. But, yeah, because today was 111. What's tomorrow's high? Logan, do you
Do
want
you
to
guys
come?
hear the barking?
Yes, mildly. Logan, do you wanna, or Red, do you wanna come be my protector while I go try and find... I will look, okay. Will I try to go find Tough in this
Yeah,
cave down
sure.
here? We're gonna...
Where does Tough spawn again?
It's just in caves. I'm not quite sure on all the specifics.
I'm gonna go AFK and find out why my darks.
Nah, we'll just... Yeah, no, but if you want... Okay, so you're wanting me to talk about DC people, Logan. Oh, that's a big drop. Which... It shouldn't kill me. Oh! That will! Logan! Logan! Oh, that's a creeper. This was a very poor idea. Especially because Logan does not have a sword. Okay. Why negative 40? Don't let me die, Logan. I'm not even close. Logan! Anyways, I am not even close. And do you happen to have a cave that would be lower down, Logan? Actually, isn't there a trial chamber somewhere? Think yes, Matrix. Oh, yeah, that's why I'm trying to have Logan. My village is written down. I didn't write down. Look, 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 look. Shoot. How do I get up?
Alright, Blue, you're good to come over tomorrow to do dumb stuff.
Nice. Depending on the weather, because so long as it's not too high into the triples, we could go swimming. But I'm like, it's always the worst when it's so high that the water is like hot.
I
And
mean,
we are way
yeah,
too high. Red,
that's
we are
fair.
way too high. We gotta go very far. Oh, oh, what is, what is, oh, I thought you were gonna tell them about how you called me a hoe. Lucky. Wait, I think Lucky left. But wait, so the thing is Lucky was trying to be like how? They're like, that's how you do it, Blue, but they accidentally did hoe instead of how.
How you're rolling with the axe. Okay.
Yeah, no, but so what are you wanting me specifically to talk about the DC people, Logan? Because, I mean,
Anything?
anything. I need more than that, Logan. Okay, so I can see, so you know not David, Michael Sheen. Sorry, my brain went David because of David Tennant. You know Michael Sheen, right? Yeah, all you know about DC. Okay. I can give you some more context on stuff, Sunny. I have done a lot of digging and like searching and shows and whatnot. But anyways, so you know how Michael Sheen is considered the like poorest celebrity, right? Logan? Yeah, because he donates like all of his money, right? Um, and so I'm seeing Dez basically being like that and like donating a bunch of money and like of the Wayne money to a bunch of charities when he takes over.
Did you find Tough?
No, Matrix says they're gonna help me get some tomorrow. And so I'm like, I can just see him like showing up, like just, yeah, but I was thinking it could also be fun if maybe the one where, like, oh, also, did you see the thing I sent you about, the Desmond Wayne? Okay, so for context as well, I swear Desbo means something, but everything I'm finding is that it's not. Like, it doesn't mean anything, that it, like, there's, like, Desba, which is a native name, I don't remember which tribe, but that's a female name, and then there's Desbo with an S, but that's, like, a French. Yeah. Um, but like so Desbo with an S is like a French last name and I'm like, what name? So maybe I'll use Desmond, but I don't know. Desbo could also be a fun name that maybe Jason and Richard, not Richard. Jason and Roy, wrong R name, came up with. Because I don't know. At the very minimum, he's gonna remain Des. I like Des. It's cute. Um, Maybe his full name is Desmond, but I also find it really funny if they're like, this is my if Bruce is all like, this is my grandson, Des, and everyone's like, or Des could literally just be his name. Um, it's not short for anything, but anyways, but he's like, this is my grandson, Des, and so the tabloids are alight with Desmond Wayne, Desmond Wayne. And then they like show up in front of Des and like put a microphone in front of his face and are like, Desmond Wayne, care to say a few words? And Des is just like, who the fuck is Desmond Wayne? And I don't know, I feel like that'd be funny. To get fire, should I put campfires or should I just put like coal down and then set them on fire with flint and steel?
So does that stay forever?
I think it does.
On coal? I don't think it does. That's my only thing.
Ah! 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 Netherrack or soul soil?
Yeah.
Ugh!
We don't have sulfur yet. No, we haven't
No, it's
updated
not gonna
yet.
be in it, but Red, we're going to your portal. I know I could get, like, yeah, well, so Des is very much so American. But also, I'm imagining, like, Des is also really into mythology because A, his aunts, B, because we all know that Jason Todd is a huge nerd and loves to read. I don't quite, because Soul Sand would give me the blue flames, right?
Yes, Soul
I
Sand
don't
gets you blue
want
flames.
blue, so we're gonna go, because you have that hole. Did you ever put down ladders
Yes.
so I don't just, like, drop?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, yay, I see that now. But anyways, so, yeah, so I'm just thinking, like, Des is also very booky, like, Jason, and, oh, that's not what I meant to do. I mildly will put one down. But yeah, and then so I'm wanting to watch Dead Poets Society because maybe that'll give me some inspo or something. Because I think depending on what I get from that, it could also be fun. Why is it this way, Red? Um, why do I have so much rotten flesh? Why don't you ask the other two people on the server right now?
Yeah.
I'm keeping this so it's not in their inventory.
I'm gonna really quick make a waypoint here.
Yeah, but if I can even just keep a little bit of it away from you. Okay, you guys are in creative. I need you. Can you guys make sure I'm not gonna like dig into lava?
Yeah,
I could, but I could use it for my dogs, Sunny.
you're good. There's no lava here.
Okay. Um, but anyways, yeah, so I'm thinking again, Des is I like making like doing thing like basically making my characters real and not perfect. Cause so for some context, a big thing about Jax is so Jax is my child of Tim and Con. Um, is basically a big part of Jax's personality or like character, I guess, is they struggle with their identity. Because first of all, they were born intersex. Second of all, they're also part Kryptonian, part human. And so it's this whole thing where it's like, what am I meant to be? Right? Um, and so like that's a big part of like Jax. And then a big part of like Dez's character is he struggles with basically feeling needed and feeling like he actually is more than just like dead weight, whether that be with his family. Okay, just making sure I was gathering the right block for a second. Like whether that be with his family, with his team, because again, he's like the only other than Tommy, who even then really smart Robin. Dez is not power. Like he doesn't have powers. And it's like this whole thing too cuz like yes, he's Green Arrow's adopted grandson, but even then he still like doubts himself cuz he's like I'm nowhere near as good of an archer as my dad or my grandpa. I also don't have like he's also I'm thinking gonna be like nifty with building stuff like Roy does. I'm thinking maybe again, I love characters who doubt their own strength. I think he's gonna make himself because he would never put an animal in a dangerous situation like an actual animal. I think he's gonna make himself basically, at least for when he's Hercules, a like animatronic like Nemean lion, basically just a lion, but it's like based off the Nemean lion that he uses to track down people and like get people because okay, so another thing about Dez's character is Dez isn't quite a hero. They are kind of like Jason and where they're like a vigilante and Dez takes over Crime Alley basically. Um even though Jason at first was like no, but Dez is like please. And Dez's big thing is cuz Dez's best friend Aja Logan is the daughter of Beast Boy and Raven. So, anyway, so Aja can shapeshift. So Aja and Dez take down a lot of different like trafficking rings of different kinds because they have the ability to and not get caught because Aja shifts. Aja, I don't know if Aja's gonna have any magic, but at the very minimum, Aja's sister has magic, so there's that too. But yeah, so they take down a lot of like rings basically, because they'll like infiltrate them, whether it be with Aja being like disguised as an animal or as a human or whatever, right? Anyways, ooh, yeah. Oh, we love them. How do I remember all my OCs? I don't know. They just kind of live rent free in my head. I think it's
It's
the
true.
yeah, I think it's the fact that like I made them. It's really weird. I'm really good at keeping like certain bits of knowledge in my head. And like yeah, it's really crazy sometimes. Anyways, yeah. But so that's what like Dez does and like Dez takes over Crime Alley and so oh, so I don't think so specifically so Beast Boy wasn't so Logan I keep I hate it when people have a first name and that is like and
Gar
yeah, well, I hate it when they're like their last name
Garfield.
when their last name could also be a first name. Yeah, so Gar, yeah, that's fair. So I actually so I was talking with Logan about this last night, so we're gonna go on the OC rant real quick. Most of my stuff is boards where I'll do like what they look like through the boards or like quotes for them. Um, but most of it is yeah, they just I because again, I write, I cannot draw for the life of me. I'm not an artist. Um, but like red, yeah. I was like, if you will help me so I don't die. Um, I'm like, I just write them and then they kind of just like come to me. And sometimes I'll be like in my bed at night and the amount of voice memos I have of ideas I've had, like I've got these really fun ideas. I've told Logan this, where when Dez is younger, he causes so much headache for Jason. It's so funny. Um, because like there's moments that I've like where they get hit and they get sent to the past, but we basically the scene is basically just that world's version of the Bat family is just like chilling, vibing out basically. And then all of a sudden they hear this dude, like they see this dude like run by screaming like you will not cage me, father. And then they just see Jason chasing after Dez trying to get Tez back and being like, child. It's hilarious. There's so many scenes that I have for that ideas because Dez does not give Jason any moment of rest. But yeah, but so it just like comes to me, I guess. Anyways, so with Beast Boy with Logan with I keep doing it with Gar. He it was because of this like cure thing. But I think it's gonna like basically cancel out with kind of Raven's thing. Also, Indian Raven supremacy. Like like, if you've seen the fan art of it, so good. I love it. She's so pretty. Oh, I forgot that was there. Uh, so yeah. Can you get out of? Anyways, so they Aja and Maya, which by the way, I'm really big for the most part into like the meanings of names. But so I literally just screwed this up.
Blue really likes meetings.
Yes. But so Aja and Maya um don't really have that effect of like Raven's demonic side and Gar's um green skin and whatnot. Like honestly, I was so tempted for a while, but I'm like, I don't think it'll look as good because he his original hair color is red. So oh, I can't help it that I'm awakening hyperfixations. Ba, 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 ba. Red, will you go to my base and see? I think I have some flint and maybe some smelted iron if you'd be willing to get that for me. Um, but anyways, so but it was because of this like thing that he took. 'Cause he got like sick, I think, and so that's why he basically turned green and got his abilities. But so his daughter,
At least that's how it is in Young Justice.
yeah. Again, Maya. So Aja and Maya are normal. They are.
Check your inventory.
Oh, I just saw that. They have dark skin, dark hair. Sometimes I'm still kind of playing around with the idea of them. I don't want it this high. Of them having colored hair. Kind of playing around with that. Think it would be pretty. But so at the very minimum, dark skin, dark hair. I think it was a green monkey.
Sometimes, most lore from what I've seen is basically Gar getting his powers because he got infected while out with his parents,
Yeah.
or like, I forgot what they were.
I think I can't remember either.
Do you want to do it like this? I mean, if
Well,
it's too high, you could just do this.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna here I'll send you did I save it to our that's not what I meant to click. Um I'll send you a picture real quick, Red. But anyways, yeah, so they are very pretty. I love them. But so Maya has magic, specifically because the name Maya, Maya, in like Sanskrit. Maybe. Anyway, so in Sanskrit, Maya means like illusion or dream. Is it night? Can you go to bed, Red? So I'm on Pinterest right now. I'm AFK. And so Aja means okay. So in the feminine form, Aja. Shoot, what did Aja mean again exactly? Because I remember what it means in the masculine. Because I'm thinking I might make Aja gender fluid. Just again, I like gender fluid shapeshifters. It's such a fun concept. Ba-ba-ba-bum. Also, Logan, what were your thoughts on the symbol? Okay, so Aja means eternal in the feminine, but in the masculine for Sanskrit, it means goat. Where was this? Did I save this to our board? Apparently I didn't. Okay. Oh, it's because I was struggling. Okay, so it's the meeting hall. Because I'm like, I specifically know what I want it framed after. I just need the picture. Okay. Okay, so maybe I need to. Okay, that's a really good shot. Okay. Okay, yeah, I really like that. Now that's giving me some ideas. I might make that wood. Ba-ba-bum. Going to Red's contact. That. Okay. But yeah. So, But yeah, so you got Aja and Maya. Oh, and then for some context, because so I sent, the like airplane seat meme? I sent that to Logan and Red. Um, and I realized you guys don't know like most of them. So Brizzo and Delphina are they're not twins, but and I don't know how to pronounce Calder's boyfriend's name. But so they're the daughters of Calder and his boyfriend slash fiance slash husband in this. Um and so they're those kids. And then I need to change Hera's name specifically if we're gonna have Des be known as Heracles in certain AUs. But so I'll change that. But so Hera and Nike are not legacies, but they're Amazonians. And then let me double check. Liv, I think. Who is Liv again?
Alright, lock in.
Well, because I'm like, are you telling me to lock in?
No,
I just am
just a
con
sign.
Liv. Oh, so Liv is short for Olivia. She is Karen Beecher, aka Bumblebee.
Totally.
She's Bumblebee's daughter.
Okay then.
Mia, so it's the Miya, is um so Mia is shoot, why am I forgetting her name? Vixen's daughter.
Nice.
And then oh shoot. Okay, I'm back. Sorry, Oy, my job called.
Oh.
Everything's okay. They were just asking if I could come in for some training next week outside of the availability I have in our job thing. But I
Mhm.
panicked because yesterday was just a rough day that I was like, please don't tell me I accidentally did something that would have like screwed up my chances over there. Anyways, much doing better now. Okay. Yeah. So thankfully though, because I don't know if Twitch heard me because I took out my earbuds. But either way, I didn't say anything that doxed me, so.
No, we didn't. We didn't hear anything
Well,
you said.
I muted myself on here. Oh, yeah, I muted myself on here. Just because I was like, yeah, okay, okay. Pig. Okay. What was I gonna do? Shoot, what was I doing beforehand? Oh, and then, what is the sign? And then, you had Eli, who is the adopted daughter of Victor Stone. So Cyborg's adopted daughter. Okay, so, I am gonna leave. Not right now, but we'll give it a little bit. I have to leave soon because I have to cook.
Mhm.
Yeah, and the burgers are
As,
gonna take a hot minute, so I might be back on later tonight. But yeah, but so yeah.
mhm.
Oh, and
I'll
then
text you more about like what exact time you want to come over.
yeah, and then who else? Okay, so Maria, Tommy, Bart, Troy, Aja, Des. So again, Alice and Troy are Dez's younger siblings. They're both Tamaranians. Jax is um it's cons and okay, yeah, so I've explained everybody, and then you have Dylan. I haven't done much into Dylan yet. All I know is at the very first at least he's kind of a jerk character. Um, because so that one meme where it's like, I mean, how could you possibly be that useless? You know that meme?
Mhm.
So in the original scene I have of him, which I may tweak just because again to add to Dez's trauma stuff, um Dylan basically says that to Tommy, and then Maria disbands their generation of Titans because she's like, you do not threaten my family. So yeah, funsies. Okay, we're gonna. But yeah, what else? Um, is there anything else you guys want to hear about specifically? Oh, yeah, okay, so I talked about Sherwin, Dez's cat, but Dez also gets, okay, I'm gonna give it like 3 more minutes. Dez also gets a dog, and so I was looking up like foster dogs on Pinterest, and I found the absolute cutest pit bull on like the literal first picture, and the description. I'm like, that'd be so cute. I'll send it to you, Red. It, oh, it's too cute. Oh, and then I'll send you Dez's symbol, which I may play around with. By the way, the colors aren't the best. My phone glare makes it
Mhm.
weird. Okay. Why is this not? It's not working. Okay. I'll send you them later. That's not working. But yeah. No. So, yeah. Is there anything Oh, I was talking earlier about the like first because we talked about Ren, so your OC Logan and Des meeting. Like what if that is like Dez's like first gala that he himself puts together and throws? Because again, he's 18, so what if it's like for his 18th birthday, he threw a huge charity gala and that's when they meet Ren. Also, if you have any OCs that you want to add in, Red, feel free. Just let me know.
I don't think I have any.
Well, if you make any.
Uh,
But also,
I
yeah.
will let you know.
Yeah, but I was thinking, I'm like, when Dez is an adult, I can see them kind of pulling a Bruce. Him pulling a Bruce, but he, like, first of all, make sure they don't get involved. Look, I'm fairly certain, like, Dez would have shown up in sweatpants and a sweatshirt if, like, he probably was forced to wear a suit by, like, Alfred or Jason or something. Probably even Oliver. Okay, that's actually so funny because I'm like, Dez probably, like, Oliver, like, Roy and Jason don't quite give off all the time the vibes that they were, like, basically ish raised rich. But the times it shows up, and especially in my fix, is gonna be so funny because Dez is just like, let me do this. And they're like, no. Oliver probably comes in and is like, no grandson of mine is gonna dress homeless for his own birthday party. And Dez is like, Grandpa, leave it alone. Okay, should I do the pit of stone then? Because like that's what I was thinking originally, Red. Or should I do it out of wood? No, because the wood will catch fire, won't
Wood's
it?
gonna burn,
Yeah.
so yeah.
No, but yeah. But Dez like throws so many like charity galas, but Dez does more than just the charity galas. Like Dez is like actually out there in like the soup kitchens, like advocating. Like Dez is a lot more than just talk. Dez does, you know. Okay, anyways, I am a minute past when I said I was gonna get off. So, chat and stream and YouTube and the people I'm on with. I'm gonna go because I forgot forgot that she gets home in like 15 minutes, a little less, a little bit more.
Have fun making hamburgers.
If I get on tonight, I'll let you know, and then we can also discuss tomorrow more. If I do get on tonight, probably not gonna stream. I might record and put onto the YouTube. But night. I'm gonna
See
end
ya.
stream here.